Hey guys, Dr. Nichols again, and we are going to do another 2 cents. You're going to get sick of me. Now we're going to talk about ADHD or ADD, which I think now everything is pretty much ADHD. So, a lot of kiddos definitely have issues with this, and according to the CDC, 6.1 million children between the ages of 2 and 17 are diagnosed with attention deficit, hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. That's quite a bit. We're looking at 6 out of 10, that are having issues, okay, which is pretty astounding. Essentially, it is being more diagnosed. I mean, that's why there are more kids, with the issues. But, we know that it's a behavioral issue and that it deals with, a lot of neurochemical issues. There are things in the environment that can definitely, trigger or cause, some of the behavioral issues with these kids. Eating a lot of sugar, high carbohydrate diets can cause, blood sugars to crash, which can cause, fidgety, fatigue in a lot of these kids. A lot of food additives, artificial colors, artificial flavors can also, cause issues with symptoms. There are supplements that help with ADHD, but at the end of the day, it's really about looking at neurochemistry. When you look at the medications that are used for ADHD, they might be antidepressants, they might be stimulants, but essentially what they do is they're working on specific neurochemicals in the brain and making them more usable or, more usable, in the synapse for the person to, get benefit from it. And so when we look at a lot of neurochemical issues, we have to produce these neurochemicals, and we do that from protein or amino acids. And so, a lot of times these kids, again, are not eating a lot of protein. They're eating a lot of carbs and sugars and cereals and sandwiches, and, they're definitely protein deficient. So if the body doesn't have the building blocks to make these neurotransmitters, they can still have symptoms of ADHD, even be on medication, and still they won't see the benefit. When you look at a lot of symptoms or signs of ADHD, they're fidgety, they squirm, they don't listen, they have difficulties finishing tasks, they might interrupt people, easily distracted, excessive talking, avoids tasks, and they require sustained mental effort. This definitely sounds like my 7-year-old son. But, a lot of times these kids are tired. They're not getting enough sleep, which I know that we talked about in the past. A lot of times these kids aren't getting, the nutrition that they need. And again, a lot of times it's because, they're not eating their protein, which is contributing to why they are having these issues with, being fidgety and problems focusing. And I think that there's a part of, symptoms of ADHD that could be environmental, what's happening in the family dynamic. Are they looking for attention? Are they bored in school? That could also be a contributing factor as well. So, parents, if your children are having signs of this, don't throw in the towel. There's definitely things to look at. Sometimes it is medications. Sometimes there are things to do to make the medications work better. But at the end of the day, it's really about finding out, what's causing those symptoms of ADHD. It could be blood sugar issues. It could be fatigue. It could be that they're bored. It could be, certain things in their diet. So those are things that have to be addressed first and foremost. So, let's make sure that your kids are not one of the statistics, and let's focus on giving them a chance to really learn and develop. All right, till next time, take care.